Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Colvin. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking...
Now a hit and a loose football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to cheat.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Pittman. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Inaudible here to get a new look. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Pittman. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Pittman. He's got Cook running his slant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll run on first down. Colvin, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Back to throw. Pittman. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Patriots 7, Ravens nothing.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Ravens are the perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here we go. Start.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that. Reps like those, they were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Glover. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18. Pioneer. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing to start the drive. Pittman. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pittman. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, Pittman. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Pittman. He's going to wind up and air it out. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Being shaken, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Ready, set.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man to the comebacker. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down and 6 now. Operating from the gun, Pittman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought a surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Pittman. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here we go.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
Say, hey. 65 cats, 65. 19 Lions. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on the 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Go.
Looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Colvin. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Up the middle they go. Colvin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Looking to throw. Pittman. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Pittman. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Shot 60, shot 60. Ready.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mustang 19. Hurt.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Dragon 60. Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And that's going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Pats will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11. Warriors 17. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Check, Bobcat. Big Lions.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. So left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back to throw now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and a couple.
Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Patriots are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Glover. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down at the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
19 Tigers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He's got Green. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18. Scoop.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides through a hole. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Off the play fake. Pittman. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pittman.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory.
Okay, ready? Alert! Alert!
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's got it to about the 40.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing, but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.